welcome to Mike Cooley Radio. Let's get it, because we gonna get it in. What's good, everybody? I hope everybody have a blessed day. And like I always say, stay what? Stay sucker free. That's right. Stay sucker free from these haters, because the haters are gonna hate. Let them hate. That should motivate. If they can't see your dreams, they don't supposed to. Only you can see your dreams and your goals. And people are going to hate on you when they can't succeed like you can. So keep going and keep striving for success. The higher you are in success, the more haters are going to come. All right? Just make that motivation for yourself to keep going. All right? Download Mike Cooley Radio right now. Download Mike Cooley Radio. All right? So you can listen to me all the time. And listen to all my segments all the time. Me giving you that good game and give you that knowledge and give you that good content, all right? So make sure you download and hit that notification button. That's right. Hit that notification button, all right? So you can be notified of every time I come up with podcasts and segments. You can listen, all right? It'll pop up, boom. And there you are. You can listen to me all the time and giving you that good game, and we're going to get it in, all right? We're going to talk about it, all right? Please follow me also on YouTube. That's right, on YouTube. Just put my name in, Facebook and Instagram, all that, social media networks. Type my name in, MikeKooley. Please follow me on those social media networks and platforms so you can see what I'm doing in the industry. You see me on the red carpet, see me with so many big celebrities and so many people that I have met in the industry. I met so many, it's hard to even explain how many. I met so many celebrities, and we just have a good time, and we're vibing, and we're just making good content. And I would love for you guys to watch what I'm doing. And I have so much stuff coming up next year with shows and events. So I would love for you guys to come out and enjoy yourselves next year. It's going to be a lot going on. I will be talking about it on Mike Cooley Radio, right? On my radio thing. I will be talking about it on my podcast. So please come out and enjoy and come and talk to me when that time comes, all right? Today we're going to talk about the election. Yeah, we're going to talk about more about the election. You see what I said earlier about the election, that I told people that Trump was going to win. I said this months ago. This is not, like I said, it's all documented. You'll go back and listen to my segments, and you can go back and listen to what I said about anything to do with the politics. I said right off the bat that Trump was going to win this. And I said, and it's not because, like I said before, I want to make a message today. For the women out there, the black women out there, and women all over America. A lot of women are very hurt today, and a lot of black women, people are saying, are hurt about Kamala not winning, and that we have so much still long to go before we have change. And they didn't want to see a black woman president, and I knew this time was going to come, that people are going to say that, but I really want to make it very clear. It has nothing to do with her race. I don't think it has nothing to do with her race, and I don't think it has nothing to do with her being a woman. I believe a woman can run this country. You know what I mean? A lot of people probably don't. You know, they just some old school minded people that's not educated. Women can run a country. Women are very smart, educated, and can do the job. The issue, there's just a few issues that puts the red flag that hurts the women into getting voted. And what hurt Kamala was not her race, not her being a woman. What hurt her was that she didn't have enough time. You guys gotta understand how politics work. You cannot run a campaign in 3 months. You cannot run a campaign in 3 months. What are you guys talking about? She had 3 months. She came in at a 3-month before the election to try to run against Trump, who'd been running for a whole year for campaigning. Nobody knew. She didn't have enough time to get things together. She had to get a vice president. She had to get her policies together. She had to get the rallies together. They threw all this on this black sister. They threw all this on her in a short period of time, and they expected her to come out victorious. I told you guys, if she would have won, America would have thought it was rigged. It would have been a big deal. People would have thought it was rigged because of the timing. The timing don't make sense. She would have made history of one of the first presidents that ever beat somebody with only 3 months of the election left. No, it never happened in American history. So now all of a sudden, she's going to be the one pulled it off. The Democrats hurt themselves by switching up. They know Joe had issues, and they didn't address it to have candidates for Kamala, for the Democratic Party. They didn't have candidates that they could have chose besides Kamala. I told people before, if you had 10 other Democrats besides Kamala that you could have chose from, well, she would have been one of the candidates that would have been chosen. I don't believe she would have. I don't think she would have been one of the people that everybody would have chose for her to be president, to go up against Trump. She ended up just out of nowhere. They had no other choice but to choose her because it was so last minute. So they had to sell it to go against Trump. And she just couldn't get over the hump because we didn't know who she, nothing about her that much. And when we learned about her, people just didn't connect with her as much. And there's so much I can say. But at the end of the day, I want black women out there to understand that it's not your fault. I want black women to understand that you are important. I want black women to understand that black men, we support you. Black men, we support our black women. This situation was just totally a little different. And she said things before in the past that she went back on, right? She thought immigration, seriously, she thought immigration, for the border, she thought it was a bad idea for the border. This document, you can go back and listen to my podcast, and it's right there. She said this. So, from a woman that come from an immigrational family, her mama's Indian, her daddy is Jamaican, she's going to support the immigrations from coming over here anyway. So let's talk about the border. She's going to do a woman that has a foreign parents. You think she was going to go against immigration when her mama's Indian and her dad is Jamaican? Two foreign people. Of course, she's going to support immigration and bringing people over here because she has a sensitivity for it. She might have said, try to be politically correct and try to say, we got to clean the border. But it's hard for me to believe that this woman's going to clean the border up and her family are immigrants, that everybody wants an opportunity to come to America and live their lives in a good way. Some people come here for other reasons, but majority of people that come to this country comes here for good reasons and trying to better themselves in this country. Okay? Anyway, I just want black women to understand, before I get off the air here, that you are loved. And you are important. And for the women out there all over the world, and especially in America, you are important. Yes, we still have some work to do with women's rights and things, and we still have some work to do in this country. But at the end of the day, we love you. Yeah, women, we love y'all. We ain't got nothing. Nobody got nothing against women and things like that. And I understand people are upset, and I understand people are saying, "Oh, Trump is in office again." But it was so obvious that he was going to get in. Democrats knew it. That's why they got rid of Joe and tried to put her in there to try to clean up the mess that Joe did. Them Democrats knew that Trump was going to win it. That's why he got assassinated. They tried to assassinate him 2 times. Remember, they tried to kill him twice. So at the end of the day, they knew it. They knew that Trump was gonna win this. That Joe dropped the ball, and it's not. And I mean, one more thing, man. And this wasn't fair for Kamala because she had to come into a situation where she tried to protect Joe. Seriously, she tried to protect Joe from getting criticized. So when they asked her, what would you do different than Joe? It was hard for her to really say things because she didn't want to put Joe under the bus and mess up his legacy as president because of the things that was doing. So she couldn't go against him. She probably wanted to say certain things. Oh, well, her policy was a little different. Yeah, she had to make up some stuff to keep separated from Joe a little bit. But she really didn't think Joe did a bad job. When people asked her, did you think Joe did a good job with this country? She agreed like he did a great job. Don't let me go back and start showing the recordings and putting her voice on here so you can hear it again so I can prove a point. You can just go to my podcast and you can find it yourself. It's all in my segments. But if I have to go back and people start complaining, Mike Cooley, if I got to go back and show her what she said, everything else should be home free. All right. So at the end of the day, they should have made it more fair for her and gave her an opportunity, Kamala an opportunity. Vice President Kamala have an opportunity to go against Trump. She should have got the full year of going for campaigning. She probably would have had a chance to win. I think if Kamala would have did the whole year and not Joe Biden trying to go for it, and she might have had a possibility of winning. Why? Because she would have a year under her belt to persuade those voters to go with her. She could have been in certain states for so long talking. It's hard to go to different states and you got 3 months to try to figure all this out in 3 months. And you got to go to Florida and convince Florida. And you got to go to Pennsylvania. And you got to go. She's still vice president. She's still got a job to do. So even though she's going to these campaigns and she's out here doing these rallies and she's trying to gather people, she still got things she got to do. So now she's trying to do all this stuff in a 3 month short period of time. Nobody in history has done it. No president in history in America has done it and won in 3 months. No, it doesn't even sound right. It was a setup for her to fail from the beginning. That's how I felt. Like, they should have never done that. They should have let Joe go through it. But they knew that Joe was not going to get the job done. And they needed somebody else. This is all I would say to the Democratic Party for the next round when in the next 4 years, because clearly President Trump is the 47th president. He was the 45th. Now he's the 47th president of the United States of America. Congratulations to him. He did what he's supposed to do. He went into the interviews like he did. He went into every interviews. He wasn't shying away from any of the things people criticized Trump for. He went in there and he did what he's supposed to do. And Kamala just got set up in the wrong way. She had less time to get this stuff done. And I just think it wasn't fair to her. That's all I have to say about it, everybody. All right? I've been hearing out here, and I'm just sitting around, and I'm watching television, and I'm sitting back, and I'm listening to women, and I'm listening to black women, people upset and hurt over Kamala losing, and saying that we're not ready for a black woman as president, and we're not ready for this and that. And I believe the country is ready. It just got to be the right person, and they got to give the woman some time so she can go out here and build herself, her fan base, her people who support her. 3 months is not enough time. And then she was hidden from us as vice president. We didn't hear much from her. Well, I never did. You know what I mean? She was very quiet as a vice president. Very quiet. And like I told you guys, when that immigration situation happened, go back and look at the newspapers, man, what the mayor used to send the immigrants to Kamala's house, in front of her house, because the immigration was so bad. And she never responded and never came up with anything. So none of this stuff surprises me, you know what I mean, at all. None of it surprised me that she lost. It would have surprised me that she won. Because like I said, I just didn't see what state she was going to change. I didn't see the state she was going to change. I knew she couldn't change Florida. I knew because, how much time did she spend in Florida to convince them to vote for her? How long she's in Pennsylvania? The key states that she needs to win to change blue. It's impossible to do that in 3 months. That's all I gotta say. I hope people listen to me when it comes to this politics stuff, because I be knowing what I'm talking about. Alright? That's one thing I can say about me. I know what I'm talking about here. It is what it is. But women, ladies all over the world, especially in America, women in America, and black women in America, we appreciate you. Without a woman, it'll be hard for us men to cope. Alright? It'll be hard for us to survive out here without women and their love and care. Even though sometimes we get headaches. Just like they get headache from us. But women is a key factor in life, in this world, and black women all over. Keep your head up, knowing that, hey, the mission is never done. And hopefully Kamala will come back in 4 years or something, and maybe she'll run again and give herself a fair shot of getting a whole year in to campaign and get a whole year in to get into fundings and things, and give her a fair shot where people all over the world, especially all over America, could actually hear her and have more trust in her and everything. And I think she'll be fine. But this is not something that we should be hanging our head down. This should be something that we hang our heads up knowing that, hey, she fought, and she fought hard, and she did a great job. Kamala did a great job on trying. It's not her fault that she didn't succeed and win. They should have gave her more time. And we should support her and thank her for what she done and giving people hope, giving black women hope that they can go up and maybe try to be president one day, because she tried, and she tried her best, and she just wasn't successful. And like I said, it's not all her fault on why that happened. And that's it. This is Mike Cooley Radio. Let's get it, because we're going to get it in. Congrats to Trump. He is our 47th president. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but it is what it is. He is. And now he is going to try to heal this country. He says he made a great speech. When I will be giving you guys that segment later, and we'll hear what he had to say. I'll give you more opinions on what other people are saying from CNN and other people are saying later on. I will definitely give you guys all the details later and in another segment, and we'll see where it goes. But one thing for sure, that she tried her best, and she should be applauded for that. All right, we're out of here. Let's get it, because we gonna get it in. And I'm out. Make sure you follow.